I'm Azai. So this is exactly after the last episode. I am so curious. I didn't even take a break. Well, I got some water, but I'm back now. But I am so curious about what the fuck happened that I wanted to play the game again. This rarely happens, by the way, when I play a game. Like, it's been so long since I've felt genuine interest in a game. My gosh, I love this. I love this feeling. So I'm not sure if I should start from the beginning or if I should load my game. I'll try starting from the beginning and see what happens. Ah, there we go. It's my own invention. History repeats itself. The first time is tragedy. Second time is farce. Karl Heinrich Marx, 18th Brumaire of Louis Napoleon. Is that Karl Marx? I never knew his middle name. As good as this is, though, I'm going to blue ball you guys. This is gonna be the episode where I do the alternate ending for chapter 2. So yeah, if you guys came here for chapter 3, ha! Psych. So I don't know how to get the alternate ending for chapter 2, so I'm just gonna play from the beginning and see how it goes. I'll see you guys in a bit. I probably have to cut a lot of stuff to see what happens and what not, right? But yeah, I'll load back the save file from the very beginning of the choice. And if there's like a very interesting dialogue, interesting new dialogue, I'll be sure to record it, of course. See you in a bit.
それで、司たちは今日は部活あるのかな？
ありますよ。剣道部は今日もあります。
剣道部ということはあれですな。鏡と司2人とも部活出るわけだ。
当たり前じゃない。私は部長よ。司が出て私が出ないわけがないじゃない。
そうですか。ならば私はこんなことを考えてます。
何を？
若月姉妹の部活が終わるまで2人を待っていようかなーってね。
なんで？
今日のお礼かしらね。まあ昔みたいに少しは王子様らしいところ見せないと。
ってあんた女でしょ。ん？
鏡にとって王子様は男じゃなきゃダメ？
別にそういうのは。って何聞いてるのよ。
別に勉強はできないけど未だにそんじょそこらの男よりも強いことは知ってるでしょ？
Man, after knowing what goes on in chapter 2, seeing these scenes again make me feel awkward. You know?
でも私たちだって今じゃ結構強いんだよ。市内さえあればだけど。
わかるわかる。でも一緒の方がいろいろと心強いでしょ？どう鏡は？
私は別にいいわよ。
そんなこんなで時間を潰してるよ、私は。
それじゃあ部活が終わったらね。
後で体育館で会う感じでいいかな。
そろそろ行くわよ、司。じゃあね、ユッキ。
Alright, seems like I can skip now. I'll see you guys in a bit, alright? Hello, I'm Azai. And it looks like there's no alternate ending on chapter 2. Don't tell me if there is or if there's not in the comments. I assume there might be if we clear other chapters in the future first. I assume. I don't know. Maybe, right? But I tried changing my choices and it looks like the same ending happens every time. Whether I choose Kagami, whether I choose Tsukasa, and the choices where you go to anywhere, it's kind of forced for you to go to the classroom to meet Kimika and somewhere else too. What I do notice though as I skim through chapter 2, there was a point when we had lunch with Kagami and Tsukasa, and during that time they said Yuki was like someone different, right? So what I'm thinking is that this is gonna be massive spoilers for Steins Gate, by the way. So if you haven't played that, do not listen. Pause the video or skip like the next 5 minutes. But what I assume is that Yuki might be like Okabe Rintaro in that she's, you know, switching between the timelines in real time. But I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I guess it's not a psych. Let's continue on to chapter 3. I'm gonna play for a bit. Might as well. I thought I was just gonna make a short video about the alternate end for chapter 2, but I'm curious about chapter 3, and I think you guys are also curious about chapter 3. Let's continue. The moment I awoke, the moment time began to move, everything felt distant. Is it that way for everyone? Or just me? What was the first thing that came into sight when I awoke? I always try to remember that. What is the scenery of awakening? I'm trying to remember that. A drop of water fell into the distance. Sorry. I heard the sound of a drop of water breaking somewhere in the distance. That which is broken imparts its moisture upon the earth. Only through breaking can it grant its blessing. Because once broken, the blessing is able to soak into the earth. Where is this place? The confusion after awakening. Doesn't everyone feel it? Or is it a confusion that only I feel? When I came to, I was here in this place. My eyes open in bed. I was probably in my own room. It was definitely my own room. A hazy scene. A hazy texture. A hazy memory. Everything felt hazy, but there was one thing I could say for sure. My spirit was unreasonably calm. For no reason at all, I could calmly observe all phenomena. In this hazy world, the only thing that was clear was my unnaturally calm heart. My calm heart. So calm as to be cruel, it observed everything from afar. Until yesterday, the scenery was so near. Until yesterday, the scenery was so fun. Until yesterday, the scenery was so beautiful. Until yesterday, the scenery was so dear. I calmly watch, from afar, everything that I had so loved. I always try to remember the scenery from the moment I wake. I always try to remember the scenery from the beginning. The scenery that should be there at the moment I wake. A calm spirit. Far in the distance. All emotion. Within this hazy consciousness, first, I turn on the computer in my room. I organize my memories while looking at the computer screen. Finished words lined up on the display. The logo showed on the screen. All emotion was far away. A story that doesn't say anything. A story that doesn't move the spirit. Could I tell you? Such a fairy tale? Emotion. Pain. Pleasure. They're all jewels shining far off in the distance. But even then, you must live happily. July 2nd. It's my own invention. So this is way in the past. This is 10 days before what happened with Yuki. The summer sun is brutal. Apparently, in Tibet, you can boil water just by reflecting the sunlight with a mirror. And Tibet can't be as hot as it is here, so you could probably do a lot more than just boil water in this place. You could even boil a pot of oil. So we're playing Takuji's perspective now. Interesting. I walked through the shadows to avoid the sun as much as I could. I knew it would be less than half the total distance if I went straight through the courtyard, but I went directly under the sun. Since it was hot enough outside to boil a pot of oil, anyone standing out there for a few minutes would die as their blood boiled. Standing out there would be suicide. I think a teacher who tried to make people go out into the blazing sun under the guise of physical education would need to be put to death. That would clearly be attempted murder. Everyone knows PE teachers are stupid, since they all graduated from the easiest universities. I don't think so, actually, Takuji. What the fuck? That's a very, like, elitist point of view there. That's why they can do something so barbaric without beating an eye. When I was in elementary school, I had a teacher named Mr. Watase. He always wore a jersey, so I assume he graduated from one of the PE universities. He was definitely the type who did nothing but work out until he got his job. He was always stupidly energetic, and cool, and popular with the girls. Well, who cares about any of that? I can't forget the day I found out I was right about him. It was during a science experiment where we were electrolyzing water. When you electrolyze water, since the formula is H2O, well, that's not important. Anyway, you get hydrogen. When you put a flame to the hydrogen in a flask, it blows up. What he said was, they make hydrogen bombs by collecting a whole bunch of this stuff. That was the moment when he showed just how dumb he really was. So is a blimp with a whole bunch of hydrogen actually a hydrogen bomb then? A rocket has a lot of liquid nitrogen in it. Liquid hydrogen in it. So it's a hydrogen bomb too, right? It's scary that a teacher doesn't even know what nuclear fusion is. Though, he just teaches little kids, so he can get by without being very smart. I can't believe this guy is thinking all that shit while going to the school. What the fuck is wrong with you? And what he's saying is clearly not showing his true nature about what he's thinking. Holy crap. I really didn't have a good impression of that teacher. He would put me in detention just because I didn't finish my lunch. Forcing someone to eat something they don't like is just going to make them even pickier in the future. Didn't he know that? Though he was an idiot, so he probably didn't. Because of him, I still can't drink milk or eat vegetables. No, you're just making excuses, sorry. Sorry to say, Mamiya Takuji. Blaming someone for something you don't like? I think that's a weakness. It's all his fault. His fault is... No. The reason I can't eat vegetables or drink milk is... What the fuck is that? The fuck? Huh? Wait, calm down. What am I getting so upset about? That's right, it's Watase's fault. Him and this weather. What was that? The books in my hands were getting covered in sweat. Jeez, there's nothing good about it. No, after school there would be tons of people around the campus. Someone might see me enter my base. Then maybe it would make more sense to sneak into the school at night. Nobody would be around and there would be no sun. And summer nights are pleasant. Isn't he going to school? Summer break. Summer break. Not that it really affects me. I still have to go to summer classes during my break. though I'm planning on skipping most of them. So I'll spend most of that time in my secret base, which is why I'm carrying these books over there.
さてと
I scanned my surroundings. Of course, no one was there. Class was still in session after all. Oh, he's fucking skipping, dude. Before I went in, I looked around one more time.
問題ないな。相変わらず臭いや。
This is the spot where the drain of the old pool connects to the sewers. The pool's drain doesn't smell, but the sewers do.
ここさえなければいい秘密基地なんだけどな。
I entered the tank, doing my best not to breathe in the sewers. This is the old pool's drainage tank. The pool isn't used at all anymore, so this place is always empty. Though rainwater does still flow down here, I had to plug the drains so it wouldn't come down into the tank. This place is a lot nicer now that there's no water in it. Though of course, I didn't really want to use this place as a base, since it's right by the sewers. Which is why... What happened to this guy in 10 days to make him do bullshit like that, I wonder? I could faintly see the huge pillars, even without any light. A certain level of natural light probably comes in through the ventilation. This is the foundation of the new school building. The new building has an indoor pool and various club rooms. This place was originally supposed to be impossible to get to, but for some reason, it's connected to the pool's drainage tank. It was probably just a screw-up during construction. They should have demolished the old pool before they started. They left it there so the new building overlaps the tank. And thanks to that screw-up, I was able to find this place. This place is wonderful in a lot of ways. I don't know why, but the ground here is concrete. There's nowhere with exposed mud or dirt. It's a completely sterile, inorganic underground room. Though it might start to smell after a few decades. But less than a year has passed since the construction, so there's no smell or unpleasant humidity. It would be more accurate to call it an underground room than the foundation of a building. Maybe they're planning on putting machinery down here at some point. It's the kind of space where you might just expect to find a boiler room or something. I turned on the generator next to the entrance. All the construction lights hung around the area lit up. This place is actually nice now that the setting is not creepy. My base is right behind these dark curtains. No one comes here. It's a space just for me. Or so I would like to say. It's not quite that ideal. I can't say it's completely private. I might be stating the obvious, but apparently there are ways to get in other than the drainage tank. From what I can tell, there are 3 doors. 2 of the doors lead in, and 1 leads out. So the people who have keys to those doors can get in here without going through the complicated path I use. But normal students definitely can't get in. Only those with keys can. There are a lot of pipes and plumbing down here. So workmen or the janitor might come down here to do maintenance or fix problems with the plumbing. Teachers have no reason to ever come down here.
と言っても、ここに基地を作ってから数ヶ月。まだそういう連中を見たことはないけどな。
I've done a lot of work just in case someone does come down here. For instance, there's no plumbing near my base, and it's all the way in the very corner of this underground space. And of course, I put up these curtains so that it's not visible from the outside. These curtains aren't just plain fabric. I rubbed gravel into the outside surface so that people mistake it for concrete from a distance. This guy is actually pretty smart. They might notice a discrepancy if they carefully compare it to the blueprints, but I doubt someone coming to work on the plumbing would notice even if they had a map. It's a secret base, so obviously I prepared things to help hide it. I stuffed the books into the bookshelf. I have everything here. First off, there's a generator. It runs on gasoline and gives me a source of electricity. I stole it from a farmer in the neighborhood. It's old and makes a bunch of smelly exhaust, so I put it far away from my living space. In the worst case scenario, it might give me away, but who's going to care if there's a small generator in the corner of such a huge space? Most people would just assume it had been placed there for the workmen. The noise it makes when I turn it on resounds throughout the room, but it doesn't reach the outside at all. I checked all around, but there's no place where anyone above ground can hear it. I also have a computer. The internet at my house is fast since we have fiber optic cable, but here it's unbelievably slow since I have to use my mobile connection. I was surprised the signal reached down here at all. It doesn't seem like this signal should reach underground, but surprisingly enough, I can get 3 bars on my phone. I don't know why I get a signal, but it's all for the best. I brought an old laptop from the house. The specs are pretty awful, but the internet is even slower, so the computer doesn't really slow me down. I also have a carpet. It's a cheap carpet. Other than that, I have some chairs and a desk. And I brought a portable gas stove too. I occasionally use it to boil water and make ramen. It's pretty important. I have tons of otaku merchandise too. Okay! You're the otaku of the group. Miya Takuji. I see. Still doesn't make sense why you do all that crazy shit in the last chapter. Give me a sec, I need to drink some water. Ah, that hits the spot. Manga, DVDs, figures, and so forth. I'm in the middle of transferring my manga and light novels from my old base.
自転車で学校まで持ってきた荷物。あと1回分は少なくともあるよな。自転車いっぱい自宅から本を持ってきた分だけは今すぐにやらないとダメだな。
I can get the rest of my books from my house at night, but... What the? My parents aren't waiting for me at home. My father died of stomach cancer, and my mother is dead as well. No, your mother's not dead. Neither of them are in this world any longer. My mother was incredibly strict. She often scolded me when I was younger. Whenever I did something bad, she would punish me by dumping boiling water on me. Holy crap, okay. That's a bad parent. I could understand being spanked with bamboo because it's a thing in Asia. But using boiling water? That's not cool. Holding my head under the water in the bathtub, or stuffing tubes of wasabi in my mouth, among other things. I hated and resented her when I was younger. I even thought about killing her. Holy crap, Mamiya Takuji! But that was a mistake. It was my misunderstanding. She loved me. She loved me too much, which is why she was able to keep doing that. It probably hurt her more than it hurt me. She didn't want to do those things, since she loved me so much. Under her strict discipline, I did well enough on the mock exams to be recognized at the national level, and I even started getting better grades in my worst subject, physical education. Under her strict discipline, I was promised a bright future, until the day my mother died. When I lost her, I found out how dear I had been to her. When I found out, my tears wouldn't stop. I couldn't stop them. But she's alive! In chapter 2, we clearly saw her. She was mentally deranged, but she's alive. My mother loved me. She loved me. Loved me. Loved me so much that she was smothered by her love and died. Her violence. Her words. They were all the fruit of her excessive love. Now I understand that. So now I don't hate my mother. I'm not going to speak ill of her. I'm not going to make her the villain. But I still haven't mended my bad habits from when she was alive. My mother hated vulgar things like manga, anime, and video games. If she found them in the house, she always threw them away. So I didn't keep manga or anime in the house. When I was young, I made secret bases and hid my treasures there. An unoccupied apartment room, a deserted gas station, I made bases in various places. Of course, I was found by an old man or woman every time. They would get mad at me and throw my stuff out. But as that pattern repeated through my childhood, I grew more clever about finding secret bases. Now no one can tell me to leave. This base is the 7th generation. Now that my mother is gone, there's no need to do this, but it's a hard habit to quit. I still feel like my mother is watching me when I'm in the house. I can't focus on manga, anime, or games. What the f- I'm so confused. We went to the apartment building and there was Mamiya Takuji's sister and mom, right? I'm so confused. So I'm still living the life that she wanted at home. The bookshelves at home are filled with textbooks, telescopes, and globes. The music is always classical. Sometimes I play the piano. I actually hate it, but it feels like my mother is watching me when I'm at home. I always study. I always read cultured books. I'm always surrounded by high-class art. The boy my mother wanted to have was that kind of boy. So even now, after her death, I try to be diligent whenever I'm at home. I try to be a good boy. Okay. And the rest of the time, I can be the lowest. I can be the worst. A worm. Beneath notice. Crushed underfoot. I might as well disappear. I might as well disappear.
これで最後だ。この方の束を持っていけば終わり
Interesting.
だ。それにしても暑いな。
It was pretty cool beneath ground, and because of that, the school was even hotter in comparison. Someone could die out here. Next time I try to carry something to my base, it should be during the night. Didn't you say that yesterday? What the fuck? I heard a sound like fireworks going off. My mind was yelling that something bad was going to happen. Ah, something bad. Something bad is about to happen. That's why I heard that sound.
No?
What are you doing? His name.
覚えてる？ねえ。ついなよ。
Yuki Tomosane. His name is Yuki Tomosane.
いや、
今授業中だよね。
いや、その。
I just want to make sure, is he an important character? Oh shit, we got our last character! Holy crap, 2 boys and the rest are girls. That's a crazy lineup of cast.
授業サボったらまずいですよね。だって
The fuck?
授業サボってるとこうやって暴力とか振るうドキュンがうろうろしてますよ。わかります？
はい。
それで何やってるの？こんな場所で。
いや、別にそう。
別にとかない。聞いてるわけだから別にって答えはないですよね。
So the typical delinquent guy.
そんでさ、何してた？タクジ君。
いや、ですね。
I can't say I was moving these books. He would find out about my base. But...
何？まだ殴られ足りない？
いやね、家にあった古本を処分しようかと思ってね。
古本を処分？
そうなんだよ。あそこにゴミ捨て場あるでしょ。だからあそこに入れようと思ってね。
そうなんだ。 本を処分ね。
そうなんだよ。じゃ
ここで燃やしてよ。処分するならここで燃やしたっていいわけでしょ。
どうして？
いやさ、拓司くんを疑ってるわけじゃないんだけど、僕って嘘つかれるの大嫌いでさ、そんなことが分かったらその人殺すぐらい嫌いなのね。
Characters in this game are pretty crazy, huh?
はい。
なんか適当な言い訳のためにそんなこと言ってたなんて後から分かったら、僕どうなるか分かったもんじゃないんで、そうならないようにその漫画を燃やしてくれない？
What's that crap? That's nonsense.
デタラメとか思ってる？
いや、そんなことありません。
Did it show on my face?
だよね。嘘つかれるのって本当に辛いからね。特に僕って心が狭いというか小さいというか、裏切られたと気がついた瞬間に自分を見失うんですよ。
はい。
んじゃ。
何を？
Yuki suddenly started pouring lighter fluid on the books I was holding. Of course, he was getting it on my shirt as well as the books. What the fuck?
んで、こう。夏だから暑いですよね。なんでそんなに暴れてるんですか？
僕の服に火が！
大丈夫ですよ。もう間宮君のシャツの火は消えてますよ。大げさだな。そんな火だるまになったみたいに地面にゴロゴロすることはないのに。
The fire burned part of my clothes before I put it out, but the books were burning even brighter than before.
大丈夫？大げさに地面なんか転がるから服が泥だらけだよ。
That's very insensitive. Holy shit, this guy's a fucking prick.
大丈夫です。
そう。ま、何事もなくよかったわ。
そうですね。
あ、そうだ。
I feel like Mamiya Takuji is gonna kill this guy. Is that gonna be the climax of this chapter?
何ですか？
そういえば、ジッポ湯がもうほとんどなかったんだっけ？すみません。ジッポの油結構少なかったんですよ。今ので全部なくなってしまいました。
は
すみませんけど、今のジッポ湯の代金払ってもらえませんか？
あ、ジッポ湯代金ですか？
This is a very uncomfortable scene, huh?
はい。これって廃屋の油なんで高いんです。しかも外国製だし。
High octane lighter fluid. Either way, he just wants to take my money again.
いくらなんですか
3万円。
You're fucking insane.
？3万。
はい。それに買いに行く交通費が2万円。合計で5万円。
ちょっと待ってください。5万円って。
何？
いくらなんでも高すぎやしませんか？
何？僕が嘘ついていると言いたいわけ？
いや。
何度も言うけど、僕は裏切られたり嘘言われるのが大嫌いなんで、自分で嘘とか言いません。
Sure, buddy.
なのに疑われると、本当に切れるしかなさそう。
いや違うんです。
言い訳とかいいんで、5万円用意して明日までに。
Not gonna lie, if I was in Mamiya Takuji's shoes, I wouldn't know what to do either. But I can 100% know for sure that I would want to kill this guy. This guy is not making me comfortable. Jesus Christ. Asking you to get money, treating you like shit. Jeez. And this guy's alone. If there were like multiple bullies, I probably would be more reserved. But Takuji, you can take this guy on if you have a knife. I know I sound so aggressive, but my god, I dislike people who are violent. And
明日とか無理ですよ。
なら今週中。
I thought Kagami was violent. No, this is on a whole different level.
せめて1週間は。
1週間。じゃあそれでいいよ。
$500 from a kid in school? Dude. He's gonna have to steal his mom's credit card or some shit.
はい。
じゃあ
debit at
1
least.
週間後にこの場所でいいですね。
はい。
ちゃんと持ってきてくださいよ。持ってこなきゃ殺すよ。じゃあねー。
What an unlikable guy.
そんな体型。
Damn it, that jerk. Everything he says is total crap. There's no way lighter fluid costs 50,000 yen. Damn it, every day has been hell since he came to the school. Even when Shiroyama and Numata were bullying me, it was better than this. Their bullying wasn't this bad. I don't think. Shiroyama, that was one of the guys that died. We never heard anything about this Tomohisa guy though. That's his name, right? Tomohisa? Tomosane. No luck. I sifted through the cinders with my foot. The middle of the pile wasn't completely burnt, but the rest was completely black with soot. It wasn't readable anymore.
僕の単行本。
What? Footsteps? Someone is coming here.
ち。
I didn't have time to open the manhole, so I just tried to hide. It sounded like the footsteps were coming directly toward me.
誰だこんな場所に。俺を。
Why is she here? Zakuro. She was the girl from the next class over. Takashima Zakuro. I had never talked to her, but she was kind of a gloomy girl, and she was always off on her own reading. I thought she was a diligent student, but why is she cutting class? It was like she was searching for something, the way she kept looking around.
あいつもしかして僕以外であの土台を知っている人間とか。だとしたら基地が危ない。くそ。何やってるんだよ。
She must have been surprised by my voice, since her eyes shot wide open as she turned to look at me. What's up with her? It looked like she was trembling. Could she be even weaker than me?
それで何やってるの？そんな場所で。
何か燃えてて、それで。
何か？
The cinders were at Takashima Zakuro's feet, and
そんなわけないよ。そんなに大きな火じゃなかったんだからさ。
ごめんなさい。そうじゃなくて、炭が落ちててね。
炭？
はい。
君は？
高島ザクロです。間宮君の隣のクラスの。
she acts so different compared to when she's with Yuki.
そうじゃなくてさ。何やってた？もしかしてサボりとか？ でも君って確か真面目な生徒じゃなかったっけ？
すみません。いろいろと諸事情がありまして。
諸事情？
間宮君は？
は？
間宮君は何をしてたんですか？
Huh? Why me? What's up with this girl?
僕は別に何もしてないよ。
本燃えてたけど、もしかして誰かに燃やされてたとかですか？
違うよ。さ、ただこの漫画がつまらなかったからさ、処分してただけなんだよ。
Why are you acting tough, Takuji? Holy shit, you're stupid.
漫画がつまらなかったから？
そうだよ。別に大はないよ。ただいらない本だったから燃やして処分しただけ。
私もその漫画持ってます。
え、そうなの？
うん。私も漫画好きだから結構持ってるかも。
そうなんだ。
はい。
What am I so happy about? I don't know what she came for. I shouldn't trust her so easily. Nothing good ever happens when I open up to another person. That's right. Women especially love to pretend they're interested, and then when I let my guard down... Gross. You're getting the wrong idea. I can't believe a nerd like you would confess to me. Nasty. Those are their true colors. I know it. This is a trap. These are a woman's natural weapons. That's why.
へえ、そうなんだ。
I did my best to reply indifferently, like I wasn't interested at all.
君は漫画好きなんだ。
うん。だいたい少女漫画とかだけど、でも少年誌とかも読むんだ。
It started. Now she started talking about manga she thinks I read. Just like last time. Just like when Kawabata started talking about manga. She said I read manga too, and talked a lot about it. Then, the instant I opened my heart...
なになに？どうもこうもね。なにこれ？ラブレター？
なに？マミは川端に告ったの？手紙読ませてよ。
I couldn't even tell what was happening anymore. I said I wanted to talk to her alone after school. She said it would just be the two of us. So why were all these other people there? Ikuta and Tomura were there. And there were some boys too. Why were Shimada and Tokisaka there too?
僕は最近思います。幸せって何かなってことを。
ダメ。
うっせえな。ダメとかねえよ。
時坂、ちゃんと押さえておけよ。僕の幸せは川端さんとお話をしている時です。
Oh god.
夜寝る前に布団に入ると、今日川端さんと交わした言葉が蘇ってくることがあります。川端さんの濡れた唇から発せられる優しい言葉、僕はその言葉を思い出すととても切なくなります。
This hurts. This chapter starts off very, very... Like, this hurts.
明日も川端さんの声を聞けたらいいな、それだけを願いながら眠りにつきます。
何これ？これって川端をオナニーに使ってるって告白してるんじゃん。
What the fuck?
切なくなります。
僕チッポが切なくなりました。
That girl is evil though, I have to say.
なにそれ？マジキモい。
いや、違うんです。
Kawabata-san was looking at the letter and trying not to look me in the eye, and there was a smirk on her face. She completely ignored me and said one thing.
少しキモいかも。
僕は川端さんのこの声をずっと聞いていたいです。学校だけじゃなくていろいろな場所で、昼だけじゃなくて朝も夜もずっとずっと結婚してください。
なんだよそれ。なんでいきなり結婚？
普通付き合ってくださいだろ。マミヤ先走りすぎだって。
だって間宮君は先走り液を垂らしながらこの手紙を書いたんだもん。
男子最低。下ネタすぐ言うなよ。
だって本当なんだもん。川端さんのこと考えてると先っぽが違う
だからっていきなり結婚はねえだろ。
やっべ、やっぱ童貞はパねえよ。
なんだよ、お前童貞じゃないのかよ。
つーか、さっきから男子すっげえセクハラ発言だらけ。自重しろよ。さっきから川端こう待ってるだろ。
しかし結婚とは恐れ入ったね。さあプロポーズされた川端さんはどうでしょうか。今どんなお気持ちですか。
あのさ、違くてさ、私クラス委員だからなるべくみんなと喋らないとダメでしょ。特に間宮君みたいないじめられっ子とかにも優しくしないといけないじゃない。
Man, I could kinda understand Mamiya's hatred. Fucking disgusting. Not Mamiya, it's Kawabata girl.
だからこういうやつはね、優しくされたことがないから少し優しくされただけですぐ勘違いしちゃうんだよ。だからさ、間宮君にはそういう意識とか全然持ったことないのね。
いきなり断られて。
あ、いや、そうじゃなくてさ、ほんと友達としてね、クラスの友達として間宮君とはずっといたいのね。
You say that as you bring your friends, your herd of friends, to this one-on-one conversation?
なあ、少し優しくされただけでお前は何勘違いしてるんだよって感じだね。
Can you really blame a guy that's never had someone be nice to him though?
キモータのくせに告ってるんじゃねえよって川端は言いたいわけね。
そこまでは言ってないって。たださ、付き合うとかもちろん結婚とかはないかな。
This makes me sick to my stomach. I did act rashly, but still, she said and did all that. Jeez, she said I looked like some manga character. She said that character was cool. She said she wanted to marry that character. She definitely said that. And yet...
キモ。どうしたんですか？
なんでもないよ。少年誌とか読むんだ。そういうとチヤホヤされるの？
え？
どうせ不女子的な意味で読んでるんでしょ。
私はそんなんじゃ。
まあどうでもいいけど、そんなことはさ。
Man, that scene made me kind of angry. Oh. Oh. That's right. Sound as disinterested as possible. Avoid the subject as naturally as possible. As if you have no interest at all. As if it's just normal, everyday small talk. It's not like I would get ecstatic just from talking to a girl.
間宮君は漫画とか好きなんですか？
そうだね。僕はキモオタだからね。
Kimota.
キモータ
Kimota is like from the word kimoi and otaku, right? A disgusting nerd. Not just a nerd.
そうだよ、僕はキモいオタクなんだよ。
Yeah.
悪いかよ。
ごめんなさい。
あのさ、いなくなってくれない？
あの
何度も言わせないでよ。
ごめんなさい。
謝るのはいいからさ、いなくなってよ。じゃないとさ。
Damn it. There's someone coming. Isn't that Shiroyama and Numada? Crap. Those are the two that bullied me before Yuki transferred here. Yuki's had a monopoly on me lately, so those two haven't done anything but...
さっきの人たち、
さっきの人たち。
さっき廊下で彼らがうろうろしてて、私怖くて。
Really? I put my hand on her shoulder and gently pushed her head down.
そんな頭を高くしてたらバレるよ。
ありがとうございます。
なんか今さ、女子の悲鳴聞こえなかった？
This is a high schooler? You gotta be shitting me. This feels like a professional boxer.
それって城山たまりすぎでしょ。
違くてさ、マジで。
あの人たち。
I see. So she was running away from them. Those two are as bad as they come. I guess I have to.
高島さんだっけ？
はい。
これから見ること言っちゃダメだからね。
何をですか？
いいから、とりあえず約束してよ。絶対に言わないって。
こっちだってさ、こっちで誰か青缶やってるんじゃね？
Okay, Shiroyama is the muscular dude. Holy shit. Calm the fuck down, Shiroyama. Holy hell.
待てよ。
ほら。何やってるの？早く入って。そのはしごを降りて。黙って。あと、このはしご結構高いから気をつけて。
わかった。
あれ？
ほら誰もいないでしょ。
おかしいな。声したんだけど。
いないじゃん。
確かに声したんだけどな。
タバコある？
ああ、あるよ。
ブンターですか。はあ、
ブンターの何が悪いんだよ。
いや、なんかおっさん臭いじゃん。ブンターとかってさ。
はあ？そんなこと言うやつはハッカー時の1ミリでも吸ってろよ。
あいつら上でタバコ吸い始めた。
間宮君。
ん？
Her hands were shaking. And probably not out of fear.
腕が疲れたの。
She silently nodded.
そうか。
Well, it might be kind of hard for a girl to hold onto a metal ladder like this. What should I do? There's no way we can go back out, and we can't stay like this either. I guess we have to.
高島さん、そのままはしごを下に降りてくれるかな。
下ですか？
うん。下まで行ったら明かりつけるから、とりあえず下を降りてくれるかな。
はい。
と。絶対に行っちゃダメだよ。
ここのこと？
ここのことも それ以上のこともだよ。
それ以上のこと？
Though I really can't tell her about it unless I have some dirt on her too. It is my secret base after all. But how would I get that? Come on, this isn't an eroge. Shut the fuck up, Takuji.
どうしたの？
なんでもない。なんでもないよ。まあいいや。行くよ。
すごい、ここ。
旧プールの排水タンクなんだ。ここ。
すごい、まるで秘密基地だね。
そうだね。まあ僕もここのことを秘密基地とか呼んでるんだよ。
秘密基地か。なんか少しロマンチックだな。
その言い方、少し気に入ってるんだよ。
This is the first time we saw Zakuro interacting with someone other than Yuki, isn't it? Kind of refreshing, actually.
そうなんだ。そういえば最近だとこういうのって隠れ家的とか言ったりするね。
あ、そうそう。なんかおっさんとかが大人の隠れ家とかいう言葉使うじゃない。あれってなんかもっさい言葉だよね。
もっさいってなんかわかるかもしれないけど。
The only people who use that word are sheep who just listen to what the mass, more like trash media, tells them. But still, I've never been alone with a girl in a place like this before. In my secret base. Are you kidding me? Takuji! I heard the almost inaudible sound of the bell ringing. It sounded like it was 1,000 miles away, since we were underground.
ほら、そろそろ帰りなよ。今のは休み時間のチャイムだよ。あとさ、ここの場所のことは絶対に秘密だからね。
もちろん。
じゃ、
間宮くん、
何？
私なんか人に言えないものがあれば
Aww.
いいんだよね。
何それ？
あのね、間宮くんの秘密を私だけ知ってるなんてフェアじゃないかなと思って。
Aww. Huh? That's... I've heard of something like that. I know this pattern. I've experienced this pattern so many times before. This is... I've seen this pattern in so many eroge. Oh, shut the fuck up, Takuji. Huh? Does that actually happen in reality? Does it? It does, right? Calm down. I've experience from the games I've played, so... Oh my god, this guy. Casually. Just pick out nonchalant words. Casually.
だからなんか私も人に言えないようなもの。
You're kidding me! This is gonna be that kind of event? Oh my god.
そうなんだ。
Hello?
あのさ。
Calm down. As casually as possible. I don't know if she really wants to. Casually, feel out the situation. If this goes well, she might even show me her panties. This guy.
間宮くん。
This fucking guy.
なんだよ突然。
あ、いや、間宮くんの秘密だけ知ってるとか悪いなって。
そう、高島さんの秘密か。高島さんの一番恥ずかしいものって何？変な意味じゃなくてだよ。ただ 等価値なものって恥ずかしいものが妥当かなって思ってさ。
恥ずかしいものですか？
普通に秘密にしていることとか。
そうですね。
いつも隠してるものとかさ。
What is this? What is
隠
this?
してるもの？
今とか隠してるもの。
何ですかそれ？
Crap, she's not following me. Maybe I should just ask her directly. No, I can't do something that risky. Though you do have to take a risk to get a reward. Crap. Thinking about it just made me more confused. Ah, jeez, I'm overthinking it.
間宮君？
何？
She didn't want to say anything about my sudden silence, so she just looked at me with her two beautiful eyes. She almost looked like she was a little scared. She seemed like a weak, timid girl. Even in the situation, she was being careful not to hurt my feelings. This might work. This is my base after all, and everything is going well so far. It's almost going too well. Maybe. No, it's your delusions, you fucking idiot. You fucking fool. This is this exact same thing that always happens. Before I knew it, I lost track of what was real and what was just my delusion. This always. That actually feels like an important choice. Maybe the more Takuji become delusional in this chapter, the crazier he gets near the climax. That feels like an important choice, actually. But I don't want to hurt Zakuro. I like her, you know?
どうしましたか？いきなり黙り込んでしまって。
いや、その。
She doesn't really look upset. Actually, she's blushing a little bit. Good. I thought she was going to be grossed out like everyone else.
私も人に言えないようなもの。
そうなんだ。あのさ。
Calm down. As casually as possible. I don't know if she really wants to. I have to casually feel out the situation. If this goes well... Are you fucking kidding me? This is the exact same thing you said.
間宮君？
なんだよ、突然。
いや、間宮君の秘密だけ知ってるとか悪いなって。
そう、高島さんの秘密か。高島さんの一番恥ずかしいものって何？変な意味じゃなくてだよ。ただ等価値なものって恥ずかしいものが妥当かなって思ってさ。
He's saying the exact same shit word for word in his delusion. Holy crap, this guy is an actor.
恥ずかしいものですか？
普通に秘密にしていることとか。
そうですね。
いつも隠してるものとかさ。
隠してるの？少しだけ待ってくれたら持ってくる。
何を？
間宮君にとってもこの場所と同じ価値のものかどうかわからないけど、私の恥ずかしい秘密を持ってきます。
恥ずかしい秘密？
Takashima-san ran off. She went to go get something. I hope no one saw her when she left in a rush like that, but I'm a little bit worried. A shameful secret. I wonder what she has in mind. A girl's shameful secret. Stop!
何やってるの？誰かと思ったよ。
So every time there's this buzz noise, it's him on his delusion phase. Oh my god.
ごめんなさい。
So this is him being delusional. This guy is nuts.
さっきの約束を。
約束？
私の秘密が必要だって。
え？
あ、いや、だから私の弱みを。
A girl's weak point. Wait, calm down. This reckless attitude is just inviting disaster. Handle it calmly. Act cool and collected.
弱み？
間宮くんだけってフェアじゃないと思うから。だから
それって
だから
いや本気で
これを。
何これ？
I was dumbstruck by her desperate plea. My muscles refused to move, like they'd been tied up with an invisible rope. Her gaze was glued to the floor. Her face was bright red, and resting in her outstretched hands was...
これってまさか。
Resting on her delicate hands was a round shape, almost like an elongated ping pong ball, with a cord attached to what looked like a remote. You're fucking delusional, man. This guy's stupid. A vibrator?
ですね。
I actually knew very well what it was. I knew what it was, but I could never use it myself, and I never met anyone else who would use one of them for me.
これピンクローターです。
んなことあるわけないだろ。
This is retarded. This guy's stupid. Crap, I got caught up in my delusions again. Don't be stupid. There's no way reality could be that kind. Didn't you learn your lesson last time? Even in an eroge, you'd need a better reason than that.
何の音？
What? That sound. Was someone knocking on the manhole? Why?
マンホールのところに誰かいる。
I put my ear up against the manhole and listened.
高島さんだ。何やってるの？誰かと思ったよ。
ごめんなさい。さっきの約束を。
約束？
私の秘密が必要だって。
え？
あ、いや、だから私の弱みを。
Stop saying stuff that was on my delusion. Holy shit, Sakura. A girl's weak point. Calm down. This reckless attitude is just inviting disaster. Handle it calmly. Be completely calm.
弱み？
間宮くんだけってフェアじゃないと思うから。だから
それって。
だから
いや本気で。
これを。
何これ？
ノートです。
いやそれぐらいわかるけど。
She Chunibyo? Oh my god. It makes sense. It makes sense. She has 8th grader syndrome. Angel advice? That shit doesn't make any sort of sense. She has Chunibyo.
これが私の弱みです。弱みなんです。
はあ、そう。
There were a bunch of drawings in a notebook she gave me. They looked like some shoujo manga. Honestly, they weren't very good. Oh, okay. So she's not chunibyo. She doesn't have chunibyo. She just likes drawing. Okay. That was her weak point?
漫画なのね。
はい。
まあ、うまいんじゃないのかな。
Oh, I don't know why I got my hopes up. Well, it's not an eroge. It's not like she would say, look at my weak point and show me her panties. Or tell me about the way she masturbates with a vibrator. The only place where that kind of blissful world exists is in the mind of the people writing eroge. Right. So it goes.
行くんですか？
何？
これから秘密基地に行くんですよね。
うん。まあ、そのつもりだけど。
一緒に行っていいですか？
Why?
まあ、別にいいよ。もう場所は知ってるし。今更だから。でも、何しに来るの？
もう少し基地のこと知りたいなって。
Why?
え？
What's that? She wants to know more. That's kind of...
ここにいつもいるんですか？
ここに？こんな湿気の多いところにいたら病気になるよ。それにここって蒸し暑いでしょ。
あ、そうですね。
さてと、登るよ。
登る？秘密基地ってここだけじゃないんですか？
だからさ、こんな場所にずっといたら病気になるってさ。ほら、そこに鉄はしごが見えるでしょ。
あ、そう言われてみれば。暗くてわかりませんでした。
ついてきたいのならついてきなよ。ただし落ちないでよ、はしごから。
これってすごいです。
ここは新校舎の土台に当たる場所だよ。この真上には新プールがあるシートがあるんだよ。
よくこんな場所見つけられましたね。
まあ、いろいろとね。
ここなら誰も来ないですね。
いや、さすがにプールに異常でもあったら業者が来るんじゃないかな。排水パイプとかいろいろあるし。
でも不良とか先生とかは来ないですよね。邪魔者が来ないみたいな。
邪魔者？そう。
Wait. What? What did that mean? It sounded like she was saying that the two of us could be alone down here. No, wait. Girls always show interest like that and then stab you in the back later. I can't open up too much. That's right.
発電機まであるんですか？
I started the generator's engine and started walking away from her, hoping she wouldn't notice how nervous I was. Nothing good happens when I get worked up. My voice cracks and I start stammering. Right now, I have to walk and try to calm down.
なんでこんな天井が高いんだろう。
何か作る気だったのかもね。途中で金がなくなったんじゃないの？
何をですか？
さあ、もう一回分のフロアは入りそうだから、まあ何の根拠もないけどね。はい、着いた。
着いた？
I passed my arm through the dark, gravelly curtain. Takashima-san looked pretty surprised when my hand went straight through what she thought was the wall.
これって布？すごい。まるで家みたいに明るい。
発電機があるからね。ここなら読書だってゲームだってできるよ。
これって間宮くんの本？
僕のもあるけど、僕のものじゃないのもあるよ。なんか親に読めとか強制された本とか持ってきた。
なんか難しそうな本がたくさん。
そういうのは僕のじゃないよ。親が無理やり僕に読ませたい本だね。邪魔だからここに放置してるんだよ。
戯曲とかいっぱい。リア王、マクベス、シラノド・ベルジュ。
そう僕はよくわからないよ。そんなの読む人間の気が知れないね。
あとすごい数のライトノベル。
それすごい数でしょ。全部僕のだよ。
ライトノベル好きなんですか？
うん、まあだいたい古い本なんかから学ぶことなんてないとか思っちゃうよね。だいたい古い情報しか入ってないんだからさ。
そういうものなんだ。
そうだよ。だいたい100年前の人が書いた情報なんか何にも役に立たないでしょ。今はインターネットがあるんだよ。
インターネットか。確かに調べ物はすぐだけど。
そうだよ。必要な情報は全部ネットに落ちてるさ。
そうかな。
当たり前だろ。どうしても欲しいものがあるんなら共有ソフト使えばいいしね。
共有ソフト？
ピアツーピアだよ。何か欲しい漫画とかない？僕が今すぐ落としてあげるからさ。だいたいさ、情報なんてお金払わなくても手に入るんだからさ。お金とか使うのは購入中がすることだよ。
Buy fags? Is that a thing?
購入中？
真面目ぶってるバカだよ。それより何でも落とせるよ。ほら、これこの間落としてきたんだけどさ。
I can kinda understand Takuji's point of view. Yeah, the internet, piracy is everywhere, you know. Though then again, like when I was in high school, when I don't really have my own money, yeah, piracy, I had to do it. And you know, the whole visual novel thing is, of course, visual novels aren't as common as they are nowadays. Back then, piracy was the only real way you can play a visual novel outside of Japan. Nowadays, though, because it got more popular and Steam is selling them, it's a lot easier to access. So I do buy them whenever I can.
違う。
Huh?
違うんだ。
What's wrong? For some reason, Takashima-san took a jar of my food shelf. A jar of something.
マーマレードの空き瓶じゃないよね。
マーマレード？何それ？パンでも食べたいの？
なんでもない。ごめんなさい。
Huh? Huh?
どうしたの突然。
私そろそろ帰ります。
もう。
I stood in front of her when she tried to run off. I wasn't thinking, it was just a reflexive action. Not thinking at all. But what? Why does this girl suddenly want to go home? Did she change her mind for some reason?
どうしたの突然。
Oh.
ごめん。
いつでもここに来ていいから。高島さん。
I'm so confused. What was that? Jeez. Girls are always like that. They act like they're interested, and then of course, it ends up like that. Just what the heck was up with that? Ridiculous. I started to feel kind of tired. I sank deep into the sofa. All the stuff that happened today tired me out. My body felt sluggish. Incredibly sluggish. Incredibly sleepy. I was suddenly sleepy. Sleepy. The blazing summer sun steals my strength. But I feel sleepy during the spring too. And the fall, and the winter too. But I think a lot of people say they're tired during the spring. So being tired during the spring isn't a problem. The problem is... The fuck? It's so weird. This chapter is really strange.
今日も暑いな。
It was too hot, so I was forced to attend class starting with first period. One reason was for my credits, and another was for the air conditioning. It was cool inside the building, but my secret base was pretty stifling.
秘密基地の上の階がクーラー効き始めたぐらいから、やっと少し涼しくなり始めるからな。
When the floor above cools down, the underground room cools down as well. I guess the air flows down from the floor above, so it starts getting cooler down there in the afternoon. I plan to head underground once second period ended.
もういい加減授業に出るのもうんざりだし。
Classes really tire me out. I mean, there are so many people in such a small classroom, and they're all sitting, facing the same direction. It's like a horror movie. It would be strange to not get creeped out by that. Honestly, while I'm in class, my palms get really sweaty from the stress. Just from being in that space. This guy is really such a loner, huh? I immediately laid down on the sofa.
疲れた。
And incredibly sleepy. It's probably because the summer sun steals all my strength. No, I'm tired in the spring too. What the fuck? You're saying the same shit as yesterday. The fuck? This is weird. I poured hot water into some of the cup ramen I kept down here. Then I used the portable stove to boil water. For the record, I do have an electric water heater, but it cools down while I don't have the generator running.
よく寝たな。
Since I wore myself out today, sleeping like that makes me hungry. But when I eat, I get tired. It kind of feels like I'm always sleeping.
さてと。
I turned on my computer while waiting on my ramen.
と。
The signal looked fine, and it was working pretty well.
そうだな。久しぶりに自分が管理するサイトの確認でもしておこうかな。
After checking my email, I went to the site that I administer.
また登録申請が。誰からの紹介だ？紹介者はこのアドレス。
I see.
なんだよ、これ瀬名川じゃないか。ということは、こいつも生徒のふりしているけど教師だな。
The referrer was Senagawa Yui, one of our teachers. She had been registered on this message board for 3 months. After registering, she'd never posted anything. Apparently, she was just monitoring the site. Or maybe there was something she was worried about. Well, even teachers are human. Even they would be interested in what people are saying about them on the message boards. I've been the administrator of the underground message board for quite a while. Before I started this site, there were several different underground message boards for Kita High, but they were all much smaller sites. I knew quite a lot about making websites, despite my age, because I'd been helping my parents manage their sites since I was a child. Though all I actually did was modify an existing floating thread message board template. I don't know if my site was more user-friendly than the rest or what, but it grew larger than all the others. Since no one can look at the site without registering, a lot of sketchy things get posted here. From personal information to illegal wares, all of that stuff.
瀬名川から紹介されたこの教師は誰かな。まあ、それもじきにわかるかな。
The reason I found out which account was Senagawa's was because she put her name in her email address. What a stupid woman. And also from the time she logged in. Most of her logins were between classes. One time I actually saw the site up on her phone screen.
どこまでも間抜けな教師なんだな。悲しげ。この間抜け教師が。
It's easier to just let her think she's supervising us. She can dance in the palm of my hand. This guy's fucking creepy, dude. I can't get enough of this feeling of omnipotence. Since I'm the administrator, I know everything that almost everyone in the school says or does.
と言っても、登録している人間に限られるけど。
There are 158 people registered. An entire grade consists of about 280 people. So that's not too bad, I guess. Though it's not that many people out of the whole school. For the record, I laid it out in a spreadsheet, and 63% are third years, 25% are second years, 10% are first years, and the other 2% are unknown, probably teachers. It's a pretty good percentage of the third years at least. So I know what most of the people in the same year as me are doing.
しかし、こいつらバカだよね。
Mostly they talk about boring stuff, but sometimes they talk about dangerous topics like sex, schoolgirl prostitution, bullying, and occasionally even drugs.
そういえば。
There was a thread about Takashima-san's bullying, wasn't there? Though it was from like a year ago. The posters in that thread were Akasaka Megu, Tami Satoko, and Tachibana Kimika, I think. At the time, I glanced at it for a few seconds, but it irritated me, so I ignored it after that. Bullying gets on my nerves, even if I'm not the one being bullied. Well, I don't really remember what they were talking about since I haven't looked at it in so long.
その後どうなったのかな。
They probably kept bullying her. The thread is still there, which means her situation hasn't changed at all. Or maybe they're talking about something completely different now.
どうなっているんだろう。
So who cares? After all,
それを知ってどうするんだよ。
even if I do find out what's happening to her, what exactly am I supposed to do about it? I can't even do anything to help myself. How can I possibly help someone else? I can't even change my own fate. There's no way I could save someone else. Though there is one thing I can do.
今度この秘密基地に彼女が来たら、もう少し優しくしてあげよう。おすすめのアニメとか、おすすめの漫画とか、彼女に見せてあげよう。
This guy's weird. I mean, this guy's weird, but he doesn't really seem like a bad guy compared to the version in the second chapter, at least. There's no way I can save her, but I might be able to ease her pain. I should try showing her some of my anime, manga, and other stuff like that.
そうだな。彼女は敵じゃないんだ。彼女は敵じゃない。だから今度からもっと優しくしてあげよう。はあ、少し涼しくなったかな。
The sun had started to weaken, but still, the summer was so persistent. The sun scorches the earth, even late into the evening.
この時間だとまだ部活とかやってるな。
I got thirsty while I was down there on the internet. I could probably get a small refrigerator to put down here, but for the moment I still had to go out and buy my drinks. I usually go to the convenience store when I want something to drink.
そうだ。カップ麺の買い置きも少なくなったから、少し遠いけど100円ショップまで行こうかな。
It's cheaper out there. This girl. I know her. I know this girl. She's... The fuck?
こんにちは、間宮くん。
She gave me a thin smile as she greeted me. She looked as if she had forced her expression into a smile as she answered. Why would she want to go out of her way to talk to me?
元気かな、間宮くん。
Her name is Wakatsuki Tsukasa. She's the prefect, isn't she? Is that why she's talking to me? No, it feels like she might have been on the student council. Class representative? Either way, I don't want to talk to anyone like that.
授業とかあまり出てないみたいだけど。
Her smile just gets on my nerves. It's not like she's ever done anything to me. There's no reason for me to hate her. I hate most of the people in my class. There's hardly anyone I like. I'm not sure why, but I especially hate this girl. Why is that?
間宮くん。
I couldn't say anything in response to that smile. Wakatsuki Tsukasa. Someone else was standing behind her. Why didn't I notice before? She was probably completely hidden in the other shadow. But still, I completely missed her. The other one was... Wakatsuki Kagami. What is with these buzz noises? I'm so confused. There's so much more buzz noises than when I was, you know, in Yuki's perspective. Wakatsuki Tsukasa's twin sister. Why didn't I notice her? There was probably some reason. I probably didn't notice because I didn't want to see her.
間宮拓司くんだっけ。
She actually had to double check that was my name, even though we're in the same class. It's true, I hadn't been going to classes all that much. But still, we've been in the same class for almost half a year.
返事もないんだ。もういいよ、司行こう。でも。
The Wakatsuki sisters. The older one is bursting with energy. The younger one is reserved and quiet. Their personalities are complete opposites, but top of the class, beautiful, good at sports, popular. I don't have anything in common with them. They get on my nerves.
そういえば、授業で受け取ったプリントはちゃんと机に入れておいたからね。
I walked away. They're annoying.
あんまり授業出てないんだね、間宮くん。
What's her problem? Why is she following me?
追いかけてるなんて考えてるんじゃないでしょうね。ただ歩いて行ってる方向が同じだけだからね。あははは奇遇だね。なんで授業サボるのかな。
さあ、体とか弱いからね。
I just made that up so they would stop following me.
体が弱いねえ。
Her voice sounded accusatory. Accusatory? What was that supposed to mean? Was she trying to say it was my motivation at fault, not my health?
だから授業に出ない、出れない、出たくない。
This woman, what's her problem? How could this woman be so persistent? We walked like that all the way to the Suginomiya shopping district. It was quite a long distance. I was going to a closer store, but then these two started following me. No, according to them, they were just headed in the same direction.
あの学校の生徒の大半がこの駅だからね。
Everything she said seemed to be in a response to what I was thinking.
そんなことはないよ。なんで私があんたの心の中を読まなきゃいけないのよ。
The fuck? But you just did. Just now you did.
自意識過剰ね。バカバカしい。
What the fuck?
ああ、
ごめんね。なんか気に障ったかな。
Are these my delusions? What the fuck? My head felt itchy. It kept getting itchier. For some reason, my head gets itchy at times like these. Times like this. All my pores open up. I suppose my head itches because there are so many pores on it. Anyway, this woman gets on my nerves.
何？
Our eyes met. She had an unpleasant face. Her expression was carefully controlled. Looking at her face reminded me of something. Just looking at those two irritated me.
つかさ、もう少し離れて歩こうよ。お姉ちゃん、 だってどう見ても本人が関わられたくないんだから、私たちが関わる理由なんてないでしょ。
ダメだよお姉ちゃん。あのさ間宮くん。
I tried to put distance between us, but Tsukasa was doing her best to keep up with me. I was walking fast, so Tsukasa had to run to keep up, since she was so much smaller. I walked even faster. She ran even harder. I started running too. Her breath was ragged from running. Something like this. Did something like this happen in the past? I'm not sure why, but it felt nostalgic. As if I knew the situation. Why? The answer is obvious. It's just deja vu. Simply deja vu. It's not a memory of the past. What the fuck?
なんか昔思い出すね。
Huh?
は
Exactly, huh?
あ、ごめん間宮くんのことじゃなくてね。そうだよね。昔も何も間宮くんとはこの学校で初めて会ったんだから。ごめん変なこと言って。
These girls are weird. What is she saying? Of course we didn't.
なんだかね、私さ、そういう記憶があるような気がして。だから、お前らと知り合ったのはつい最近だろ。だからさ、単に私の記憶であってね、間宮くんは関係ないのね。それを思い出しちゃってさ。
A girl chasing after the protagonist. I don't have a sister. I didn't even have any female friends when I was growing up. So there's no way she could remember me. But I still felt nostalgic about something. Which means it's probably because that kind of situation comes up so often in Eroge. I've seen scenes like that so many times in games. So when something like it happens in reality, it feels familiar. It's kind of sad, really. But besides that...
姉の方もそうだけど、君も僕の心の中を読まないでくれるかな。ごめんなさい。そんなつもりじゃなかったんだけど。
What the fuck is going on?
たく、覗き趣味とか趣味悪いね。
何よ、あんた司に喧嘩売ってるの？
You're acting like reading minds is the norm. Heck?
はあ？
司のこと悪く言うのなら私が許さないわよ。
別に喧嘩とか売ってないし。
Kagami looked at me fiercely. Why is she so outspoken?
ならくだらないこと言わないでよ。お姉ちゃん。
なんだよ、あんたらが僕に関わろうとするから。
私だってあんたとなんて関わりたくないわ。お姉ちゃん。あ、ごめん。
What the fuck is going on? Then don't talk to me. She apologized when her sister yelled at her. That's surprising. It almost looked like the younger one is the one in control. Well, not like it matters to me. Tsukasa pointed to a store window. I wasn't really interested, but I looked where she was pointing.
大きなウサギの人形ですね。
Okay, that's creepy, dude. That's the doll we had when we were bringing Kagami over in chapter 2, right? So what? That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. If I had said that, the older one would have gotten in my case again.
私ですね。小さい時に兄さんに大きなウサギをもらったことがあるんですよ。
Your brother?
それは良かったね。
And what about it? What do I care?
大きな人形でね、その時の私と同じ身長があったんだよ。高かっただろうね。多分大変だったと思う。優しいお兄さんだね。
Tsukasa answered with a joyful smile. That smile kind of irritated me. Kagami glared daggers at me. What's wrong this time? It's not like I did anything to make her sad.
あの時が
一番幸せだった。時間よ止まれって思ったんですよ。その時間があまりに嬉しかったからね。
まるで時を止まれ、汝はいかにも美しいとかみたいだね。
Tokyo Tomare? Okay, sure, dude, sure.
そう、ファウストの気持ちだね。
What's this? Why did Foss's words come out of my mouth? I don't know anything about him. I've never read that book. Faust is one of those old novels that they talk about in textbooks. Well, who cares?
いいじゃないの。司の幸せな時間はちゃんと止まってるんだからさ。それよりもそんな話をやたらめったらするもんじゃないわよ、司。それはあなたにとって一番思い出深い話でしょ。
What is going on?
そうだけど。
What's she saying?
間宮くんだっけ。
何？
あんまり司を心配させないでよ。
はあ？
私にとってあんたなんてどうでもいいけど、司にとっては大事なクラスメートなんだから。
But you wouldn't care at all.
まあいいわ。私たちはここで。駅だからね。
じゃあ。
じゃあね。それじゃ。
What's up with them? Their personalities really are complete opposites. It bugs me how that Kagami girl is always trying to pick a fight. But that girl called Tsukasa, I don't know why, but she bugs me too. Those two. Why do I hate those two? Why do they irritate me so much? I don't
結
know.
構買ったな。
I don't know, but it feels like I'm kind of I'm kind of affected by Takuji. His negative outlook is affecting me. I used to have the same kind of mental attitude as this guy back when I was in middle school. That was a long time ago though, like 10 years ago. The teachers would confiscate this bag if they saw it, so I had to climb over the back fence. This way is a shortcut to my secret base too.
さてと。あれ？
Why did she come out of the manhole? That means...
高島さん、どうしたのこんなところに。もしかして僕に会いに来たとか。おい！
What?
どうしたの？
Why did she run away? I chased after her, but she was already gone.
足早いな。
She was gone.
というか、なんだ今の。僕に会いに来たんだよね。
Why did she run when she saw me? I don't know. Maybe she came to see me and ran away because she was embarrassed. You fucking retard!
なんだよそれ。それじゃまるで高島さんが僕のこと好きみたいじゃないか。
This guy's stupid.
そうなのかな。
No. This is how they get you to lower your guard. Nothing good has come of this before. You can't open up to them so easily.
まあ僕に悪意があるわけじゃなさそうってことだけで。次も来るかな、高島さん。あんまり期待すると悲惨なことになるね。
I laughed as I slumped into the couch. And then I was assaulted by drowsiness. What? I'm getting sleepy again. Well, I did talk to those unpleasant girls, and I walked all the way to the shopping district. There were plenty of reasons for me to be tired. Sleepy. The blazing summer sun steals my energy. No, I was tired even before it got hot. Lots of people say they're tired of spring. He's saying the same shit again. Does he always sleep like this? That's so strange. What? He slept for 7 days! He slept for a week! Okay, I'm gonna have to end the episode here though. Holy shit, what happened? Okay, maybe he didn't sleep for 7 days, but we skipped 7 days. Holy crap. But that is the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. There's so much more mystery in this one, and I can feel that the tone of the chapter is a lot darker. They're talking about bullying. They're talking about... Mamiya Takuji's perspective is really, really edgy, you know? The typical edgy kid. But I'm not gonna lie, I had this kind of typical mindset too when I was a lot younger. So I can relate a lot to him, actually. Like, not anymore, but I could still feel the lingering feelings that I used to feel back then when I read through his story. And I do feel sorry for him. But I don't know. Maybe it'll change as time goes on. Maybe he's gonna do something retarded and I'll hate him again. But yeah. That's all for this episode. I thought we were gonna be doing an alternate route for Chapter 2. But turns out no. Chapter 3 was pretty interesting so far. I enjoyed it. Do I enjoy it as much as Chapter 2? I'm not sure yet. But I do feel like I like Mamiya Takuji. I like his perspective. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.